There are many different ways to intimidate people. You may accomplish that by being really loud, or physically intimidating. For instance, there is one kind of individual that intimidates others in an interesting manner. The Sigma male. These men have been classified as Sigmas since they are more prone to using their brains than their power while interacting with other individuals. They might not always emerge on lists of prominent individuals in the world, but these men know how to acquire what they want out of life without absolutely succumbing to violence. They certainly use their expertise and the way that they interact with others in order to intimidate others. Intimidating others is generally the last thing on their minds, yet they do it anyway. Sigma males do not typically set out to intimidate another person, but they do have the ability to make people feel intimidated without even attempting to fully comprehend why. You must first evaluate how other types of men behave, such as alpha and beta males. Alpha males will constantly be active in asserting their authority, which implies they will seek ways to demonstrate to everyone around them who is in control. Beta males are often more submissive, hence, they will frequently allow someone else to wield authority over them, instead of establishing themselves as people capable of becoming leaders too. Because Sigma males are probably not concentrated on becoming intimidating figures, it might come out as especially shocking for some individuals when they start to question the system. Intimidation doesn't necessarily take the form of a physical threat. Oftentimes, it arises from somebody's capacity to comprehend social dynamics and how they function at a very profound level. Sigma males know this, which implies they also understand how to apply it to other individuals in order to accomplish what they want. They might not be physically imposing or rowdy like certain other kinds of guys, but their knowledge makes them equally or even more intimidating than other people. In fact, you don't truly see their full capacity for intimidation because it's not portrayed in the same manner. Here are 7 ways Sigma males intimidate people. Number 1. They intimidate people with their desire for privacy. If you don't need to know anything about a Sigma male's private life, don't expect him to tell you anything about it. If you ask him about it, he'll either lie about it or refuse to talk about it at all. Sigma males intimidate others with their tendency to be secretive, which implies that you'll never know something about them. They realize that popularity is a form of weakness. Sigma males are unconcerned about becoming popular with others, which intimidates those men and women who place a high value on being well-liked within their societies. When it comes to making significant judgments, they are not going to take into account how prevalent that specific decision is. Number 2. They intimidate people with their mystery. Sigma males are frequently considered to be more of a mystery than anything else, which intimidates other individuals who don't comprehend them or their objectives in life. That's also one way that these men may keep power over others, without really bothering to do anything to obtain it in the first place. People frequently want to take a Sigma male test to determine what type of person they are, and whether or not they can really be trusted. The issue is that these men aren't going to yield to people's wishes for them. They'll usually do their own thing without becoming directly engaged with other people, which intimidates individuals who don't want to accomplish anything without being instructed on what to do. Sigma men confidently predict the questions others have for them, which intimidates others. Number 3. They intimidate people with their confidence. Sigma males are confident in themselves, and it frequently makes other individuals feel inferior to them. This may sometimes be perceived as an advantage by these men, but it might also operate against them while they are attempting to deal with various types of guys. Their confidence may assist them in certain ways, but it also hurts them. If you want to intimidate others like the Sigma males do when they're trying to make friends, you should start by considering certain bits of information that might be useful for intimidating others. You may not require particular information and insight, but it's a method to keep your brain flowing when you are attempting to intimidate people. Number 4. They intimidate people because they aren't scared to disagree with them. Sigma males frequently don't mind different viewpoints on some subjects, which intimidates people close to them who may not want to witness such a large difference in some of their thoughts. Having strong communication is vital for any kind of relationship, and the fact that these men aren't scared to disagree can be intimidating to other people. This is particularly true if they realize that other people don't enjoy it. They are intelligent people who understand how to utilize their words wisely. You might not even comprehend exactly what they are referring to, but it's going to be intimidating until you do. People who are on the opposite side of the viewpoint spectrum, as a Sigma, may be intimidated by them. They may realize that they cannot win a debate with them or even justify their opinions in front of such a logical person. Number 5. They know how to be extremely persistent when they want something. People who are recognized as Sigma males are said to have no difficulty being highly persistent when it pertains to obtaining what they want out of life. This might be particularly intimidating for certain individuals who struggle with putting lots of effort into the world or just have difficulties looking beyond their own nose. These men might be considered intimidating, especially if they are concerned about something you own. These men are extremely smart, and they normally know how to utilize their knowledge. They may be intimidating since not everyone understands how to challenge them whenever it comes to the world of thoughts. Sometimes individuals are intimidated by things that are beyond their area of comprehension, just because they don't feel like they have the skills required to evaluate the circumstance. Number 6. They intimidate with their independence. Sigma men are generally perceived as being free-spirited, which intimidates other individuals who may think they will never be capable of accomplishing or achieving half of what these men have done throughout their lives. This is a great display of how authority can also be applied as a weapon to intimidate other people. People are intimidated by their independence because they wonder how these men can live their lives without anyone else. People wonder whether they are ever capable of accomplishing anything themselves, or if they might possibly do it in the future without having another person by their side. This is an extremely toxic mentality that may tend to generate an overwhelming feeling of reliance on other people to support them with the livelihood they are used to. They are capable of intimidating people by not requiring or depending on anybody else in order for them to get by. Number 7. They know how and when to use humor to intimidate people. The Sigma male has a reputation for utilizing humor in an impressive manner. They are not the type of person who will stand up or attempt to make others laugh. They are the kind of individual that will use their expressions to make light of a situation, or joke about it to make it more exciting. A Sigma male who is highly humorous and excellent with words may discover that he utilizes humor when engaged in an argument or discussion. If the right situation arises, you can use this to your advantage, as it prevents tension from building up and you may end up looking like a winner without committing to outright aggression. Another position that you might take with humor is to disappoint or insult your opponent in a disguised way. While the Sigma male may not be great at outright insults, he may use his words in a different way. Instead of saying your argument is weak, you may say something similar as well. If it's so straightforward, there should be no need for dispute. Humor may be used to great success in teasing and bringing other people down. The Sigma male is frequently quite effective at recognizing the moment when other individuals are sensitive, and he may utilize this knowledge to his advantage. Further down the road, he will be capable of using wit and cutting phrases in order to get a statement across, and he may discover that it hits home quite well. That is all for the video. If you find it helpful, consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends.